happy Combine week, huh? Like this is literally hanging over the Combine because the talk next week is going to be even louder about how there are no surefire franchise quarterbacks in this draft, and who wants to take a big swing at Aaron Rodgers, right? If it's available. Like this is literally the conversation next week. Wouldn't you agree?
It will be a miserable week, Rich, if when I see you there, hopefully, Aaron Rodgers' decision has not been made by then. Now, I do think it would be interesting to see what would happen after his decision's made, and if his decision is to leave, what would happen, because there's a lot of tentacles to this of how this would go down. Would Green Bay agree for the trade package? Would they be okay with that? Would that team be okay for Aaron? Would he want to go to that team? You kind of have, and then perhaps what if a team that has a current quarterback has to figure out a way to trade their quarterback to a different team if Green Bay doesn't want them? You know what I mean? There's so many layers to this, depending on which organization you're talking about that's in the game for Aaron Rodgers right now. So I think the easy part here, believe it or not, after months and months and months, the easy part in all this is when he makes a decision. And obviously, if it's to stay in Green Bay, story, the end. But if it's requesting a trade, buckle up.
So you think by next week this could happen, where he makes his decision? Because to me, again, I don't think he makes a decision whether he really leaves Green Bay until he sees something concretely on the table from Green Bay. Because he's going to have to, they're going to have to figure out his cap hit's like $46 million. If they do want to pay him $50, they got to figure out how to make it work, and then put something on the table where he realizes, okay, so it'll be the 2024 draft. I'm sitting at home and I'm surprised by you drafting somebody new, right? I mean, like that's the way it's got to work. He's got to see that in a contract before he makes his decision, I would imagine. With Green Bay,
definitely a part of all this, and I'm sure he has, from what we've been able to see a lot of this past year. I'm sure there's a lot of personal stuff too that's part of this. And look, Rich, there are teams that are in this that, as much as they're doing in terms of trying to make this work for what they're able to give up for him, that still believe at the end of the day he's going to go back to Green Bay. And I think that's really interesting too. And look, they have no say; they don't really know what Aaron's going to do themselves.
Right.
But organizations that are working hard and perhaps getting ownership approval on all this, still think that maybe at the end we're going to swing here, but we're going to probably miss here.
All right, in the 40 seconds I have left with you, because I do have the old hard out at the end of in about a minute plus.
Well, I'm just trying to get to that warm goodbye. So
thank you. No, we're kind of that. This is part of the warm goodbye. Great stuff, Dianna. So I'll give you that in advance. That of the number of teams that you have spoken to that are in the hunt, I will not ask you to source them, obviously. What number are the, whoa, I can't believe that team would actually be in the Rodgers hunt? You got a number of that? Whoa.
Like, how many teams would I say, like, whoa?
Yes. Whoa.
Oh, I wouldn't say whoa to any of them.
Okay.
They all make sense.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.